Welcome, welcome! We have made major progress. We're so excited. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Ooh, ooh. Are you still looking at me? I'm ready for you to keep going. Is this another unedited thing?
No, I'll edit some of this.
Unedited. Okay, here we go.
Okay. From the last time we showed you guys the tour of the house, a lot of progress has been made. We've got some guys in here who are getting it knocked out quickly. So anyway, as of right now, we have our flooring in here, which is being acclimated. Not much has been done in this room other than it's just being held for a lot of things. A lot of things are being stored in here currently. Okay, so we're going to show you the things that have been done, and let's go.
Okay.
All right, so coming in here to the kitchen. So some of the problems that we were facing with the kitchen was whenever they decided to tear off all the wallpaper. Oh, that was one thing that these guys have done was they got all the wallpaper off. Part of the problem was whenever they ripped the wallpaper off, the paneling that was in this room was mixed matched, I guess is the best way to describe it. So there'd be like a section of paneling here, and then around this door, there was like another cutout of paneling. And so to paint around that was going to be an issue. And there was also a large hole in the wall right there where there was an old style heater. And so I just decided, you know, the best thing to do is just have this room drywalled where we could. Now these cabinets though, because these aren't these aren't actual like cabinets because they just, I don't know, there's no backs to them. So they're just the, I guess the shell or the framing of cabinetry is really strange, but we decided the best thing to do was to leave them up and not take them down just because of how they were made. And so all the old paneling has still stayed in behind. We're just going to put the new sheetrock on everything else in this room.
Yep.
Hi guys. The utility room, when they took the wallpaper off, they discovered right here was, this is one example of the mixed match paneling. There used to be an old window here. So this part of the house, this utility room and the kitchen area was an add-on. The old part of the house ended. This was the back wall. In fact, I think, yeah, you can still see it. I don't know if you can still see it. But this is the old exterior siding of the house. It's still back there. Pretty neat. So this was a window. Yep. And, oh yeah, there's a little bit of an example of, actually, so that makes me think that this part was actually part of the original house because the siding is there too. So maybe I was mistaken. Maybe just this utility room was the add-on and this was still original. Yeah, you can see it back there. Okay. So that was one thing. Was that room. Now moving on to the master. Look at that.
That old wallpaper.
Old.
Is there a light in here?
Yeah. I don't know what's on. Is it on?
Anyways.
It's supposed to be a push thingy. Huh. Switch isn't working. I don't know. Okay.
Just pull on the thing.
Huh? Maybe. There we go. Look at you, smart Alec.
I know.
Okay, so we ran into some issues here, but this is the old plasterboard, I think's what it's called. Really old stuff. And same thing here. Actually, there's, yeah. So it's really weird. But I guess that's old wallpaper. I'm not sure. That stuff is vintage. I don't know what era that came from. At some point there was some leaks, as you can see right there, but all of this is going to get torn down, and because of the condition of this room, we are going to be sheetrocking everything new in here as well, just because it definitely needs it. Yeah.
Gabriel walked you out of there.
So that's that.
Honky cat.
There must have been an old door here at some point.
Oh my goodness sakes.
I don't know what that would have been. I'm not quite sure what the history is on that.
That's crazy.
But there's like brown carpet down there, some red carpet. Yep, down there. Anyway, stuck in back behind the wall. History. And get covered up.
Grady, where's Gabriel? Bathroom?
I don't know. Gabriel, come on.
We're going upstairs.
All right, upstairs.
Smells like paint.
So we don't know how the original homeowners got the bedding in and out. The mattresses and the box springs, because we can't get them out. We don't know if they came in through a window. We have no idea.
So we're just gonna have to break them or something?
You have to break them down. Just,
oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Okay, head on up.
Can't get them out. But this room is almost all, or the upstairs is almost all done as far as painting goes. We like the white with leaving the dark trim. I think the dark trim is vintage and it just looks good, I think. A lot of people paint that now, but I don't like it. I think it looks better dark, white with dark. Some issues that we came across, I don't know if you guys remember that, those baseboards that had the carpet on it we was talking about. Well, whenever we started tearing that off, we discovered that that went back in farther, and whenever they cut the paneling, it just set up on top of that baseboard. So now I've got to get 1x8 baseboards to replace the old that we took off so that it lines up underneath the paneling.
Be careful.
This room, however, went all the way to the floor with the paneling, so we can do something different in this room, except for, I guess the only issue was underneath the windows. That was probably one reason why they had the taller baseboards, was because it went all the way flush up against underneath the window.
There he is.
There was another wall here in there that we had to remove, so we're gonna have to, I don't know what we're gonna do, either maybe create like a shelf, built-in shelf right there. I'm not quite sure what we'll do there.
All right, back downstairs, boys.
And then this is the upstairs bathroom. More of that old vintage wallpaper that's underneath there. We took all the baseboard heating out in every room. And then the bathroom is almost completely done as far as painting goes.
The toilet still looks good.
Toilet still looks good.
Come on, boys, let's go check on Sissy.
Alright. So this was the old chimney. I think these are really cool. Those pieces like that. We're gonna leave it. I think it's neat.
What pieces?
This.
Oh.
It was a, I guess you would call it a flue cover that they put, because this was a fireplace. This was a flue for the stoves that they would have back in the old house. So they would have had a stove in here, probably right there. This one got painted, but they would have had a fireplace in this room. In fact, there was a hole right here that looks like has been cut and patched, but I'm assuming that there was something there at some point, and that would have been the flue for that. But this is turning out really, really well. Really like it, the way it's looking. Yep. So they still got the wallpaper to take off in this room. They got the baseboards out though. So the plan currently is that they are going to get the upstairs painted and done for the carpet guys to start on Friday of this week. And then once the carpet's done, or while the carpet is being laid upstairs, then the guys are going to get the downstairs knocked out and finished, so that then the guys are ready to lay the laminate flooring down here in this room, or in the main level of the house. I guess I could show you guys what it looks like.
It's pretty.
It's hard to see it with that plastic on
Is
it.
it okay to take it off? I
Yeah,
guess?
it's hard. Okay. It's really hard to tell.
Anyways, it's
what it
really
looks
pretty.
like. Yeah.
Kids like it. Oh, show them their shirts. Say it's St. Patrick's
St.
Day.
Patrick's Day.
It's St. Patrick's Day.
All right, so that's a wrap. Just a
That's a wrap.
quick little house tour of everything that's going on. So I wanted to just show you guys that, and we will be back once more progress has been made, probably on Sunday.
Soon, yes.
And show you guys what that looks like after that gets done. They are going to be replacing that green carpet outside
Oh,
on
good.
Friday too. So
So it'll look totally different.
it's going to look
So
different
fun.
in a really short amount of time, which is what we want. We need to get this thing done ASAP. So,
Get it flipped.
yep. All right, guys.
Okay.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.